Hello. Uh, I've been on testosterone for 4 months and like a week. So I'm not sure what that is in quantity of weeks, but for a little over 4 months, and things are still going well. I feel like there aren't so many, at least there haven't been recently, like new changes. Mostly it's just been things continuing to like progress. uh like body hair hasn't really been, that's kind of mellowed in its expansion. I mean, yes, it's still continuing to increase, or like, well, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, my thighs now are pretty well covered with hair, but it's not, I don't know, like, it doesn't seem to be getting like really crazy thick or anything, so that's good. um I have still been really fighting, like, my back has just been breaking out really bad. My chest has been fine, and my face, it's not too bad most of the time, but just all along, basically where facial hair is trying to grow in, it's tough to keep it clear, and it gets irritated pretty easily. Like, I'm finding like ingrown hairs and stuff from the whiskers that are trying to grow in, and it's making my face kind of angry. So but the good news is that, facial hair is growing in, so I'm getting more, like, the more blonde stuff that grows fast. It's all along here, and it's starting to kind of go up into the sideburns a little bit, and even like onto like my cheeks almost. And the darker stuff is still mostly underneath on this side, coming up into this little patch right here, and then some starting to pop up also right here, like on my jawline. So it's still not really much to speak of on my upper lip. Like, it's still pretty much just, uh, nothing special. So my voice, I think it kind of went through a little shift. I think it's kind of settling again. It it starts to like kind of squeak more, and I feel like I have to clear my throat a lot, but there's really not anything to clear out. And that's kind of how it was the last time that it made. Not every time it makes a shift down, but sometimes when it does, it seems to kind of feel like there's stuff in your throat. So that seems to have passed, though, and I feel like my voice has kind of maybe settled down a little bit more. So I don't really know how much more it's going to lower, or if this is just kind of where it's going to hang out. We'll see. It's been relatively recent that it's gotten to this level, I think, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I have very good and exciting news, which I'm sure a lot of you already know, if you're on my Facebook, or if you're seeing this through Facebook. I got my legal name and gender change granted in court. So that was really, really awesome. I've had a number of people ask me about the process for that, how, what I had to do, how long it takes, how much it costs, all that stuff. So I thought I would just kind of, I guess, cover the things that I had to do for that. Uh, in Utah, I live in Utah currently, so the way it works here, it is different state to state. But here, pretty much you need to start with a court order to do much of anything else. So I went to the website for the court that I needed to go to, which I found out which one I needed to go to through the Utah Pride Center. And it's just like the 3rd District Court downtown. And so I got the forms that I needed off of their website, and I filled them out, and I altered the forms. They don't actually have forms that change your gender. So I modified the forms so that they all said name and gender change, and printed them out and took those down to the court and filed them. And it was like a petition, a cover letter. I had to send something. Oh, that was another thing. I had to send off a letter to the sex offender registry to prove that I'm not on it, because if you're changing your name and you're on the registry, they have to change the registry, I guess, or whatever. So you have to send a letter to them. They have to authorize that you're not on it, send it back, and then you take that with all the other documents. And so to file the petition for that, it's $360, which, that kind of sucks. But, so I filed my paperwork, and she gave me a phone number to call in a couple days, and so I call that phone number, and they give me a court date, which for me was like a week and a half away. So it was relatively quick once I got all my paperwork in. And so I went to my hearing, and the judge kind of just looked over my stuff, and he asked me kind of the standard questions like, are you changing your name to, evade like paying somebody something, or, kind of the legal things that he kind of has to ask. And then he acknowledged that he saw that I had changed the forms to include gender, and he asked if I had any supporting things for that, like doctor's notes or whatever, and I did, so I presented those to him. A letter from my prescribing for the testosterone doctor, and my therapist. So I gave those letters, and he granted it. And then he offered to seal the case for me as well. So I had him do that, and I got my certified copies that I then took to different places. So that was just being able to have this document now saying that my name is legally Weston and my gender is legally male. Just, it was a really, really incredible moment. So anyway, I took those certified copies, and a long story short, I did have some troubles the first day I tried to go do some things, but I did take the court order and another doctor letter to the DMV, and I got my new license that has my name and male under sex. So again, very exciting. So I was able with that to take that and get like my new bank card and new credit cards and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that was really huge. That happened, I guess almost probably a week and a half ago now, almost 2 weeks ago. So that was a really big step in my transition. So the next one is top surgery, which I'm still kind of trying to work out some kinks, but I am really, I think the first week of May is when I'm going to try to do it. So The link to donate is either down below if you're on YouTube, or I guess it'd probably be up above if you're on the blog. So yeah, I hope this update finds you guys all well, and I'll just catch y'all later.